Hey guys, it's been a week living on board IWA, and we're slowly getting to know her. She's a big boat, compared to the smaller boats I've owned in the past. We felt it would be wise to hire a skipper so that we could get some instruction behind the helm. We opted for an abbreviated course on docking and maneuvering, sail handling, and anchoring, before heading out on our own.
Here we are, building our house out of Amazon. Just came to pick it up, the loads in the rain.
Building a house?
Or building a home. Or a boat. We're building a boat. A life in a boat.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Very eloquent.
So we've removed all the chain out, and there's this clump of chain, old chain.
Absolute rusted, corroded chain.
Right.
So it looks like it came out of the windlass, and the clump of chain at the bottom that never gets used has just rusted into a ball.
Yeah, but it's not connected to the chain.
It is connected to the chain. It is the chain.
Okay. So you got it out? Do you want to show us?
So look right here.
Oh, let's see that.
That's what it is. So that's sitting on the bottom.
Oh my God.
So we only lost about like 4 feet of chain. Yep, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna get all that gunk out of there. We need a mat to keep it off of that bottom so it drains down there and not sit down there.
Success. No, we don't want that in our boat.
No. Well, it's just not safe. It's not good. We had no way of getting rid of our anchor if we get into a bad position because it was stuck to the bottom. And then what we're gonna do is we'll pull it out. We'll run it up and down here, up and down wherever. We can run it up and down here, this way, so that we can pull it this way. We're gonna vacuum out in there, and then I'm gonna take our shittiest fender that we have, and I'm gonna shove it down there, and that will keep it off the bottom. Because you see right here on the corner, see all the rust coming out? That was because of that. Okay. I did not expect to be grinding this early in the trip. But alas, here I am. Grinding in there. And that will keep the anchor chain off the bottom.
Sounds good.
This is how nautical I am. Very nautical. As I push this through my hand. Could you imagine how bad that would hurt?
Yeah.
Whee!
Don't do it. So you don't think there's any way the chain can sneak in underneath that?
Not to the same extent.
Yeah.
Ideally, we want a mat.
A mat.
A mat.
Like a doormat.
No. Like, you ever been to like a shitty gym and they have that heavy matting on the floor in the shower, in the bathroom and stuff like that?
I think so.
That's what I'm talking about.
The one with some holes and stuff.
Some holes.
Shower mat.
Yep. But this will suffice for... What's this called?
I have no idea.
It's called a marlin spike.
Marlin spike?
Marlin spike. So,
You want to show us the marlin spike?
it's just a little device for prying knots open. So in the Navy, the U.S. Navy, in boot camp, we have this like little practice ship, like where we like learn to like throw lines, very, very Navy stuff. But it's called the USS Marlin Spike. Now, am I using the Marlin Spike properly?
Probably not.
I don't know. I know what it's for. And I think you just kind of do it until it's done. But you can get in there and kind of open up and pry open some knots, and usually once you kind of get it through, you can get them undone. Okay. See?
Very nice.
It's from Johnny, U.S. Coast Guard. I don't know what rate he is. He's definitely not a BM. See if it drains.
Here, hold that for a moment. It's recording.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. So the chain will pile up right there. You got good drainage. You got good drainage. Okay, you can kill it. Okay, so now we're gonna flake out the chain. See what you're working with.
With the anchor locker in check and most of the interior organized, we decided to head out in the bay for the first time. Conditions were perfect. Winds were about 15 knots, the sun was out, and we were stoked to be out there. San Francisco has a very robust sailing community, and on the weekends, the bay gets very crowded. With boats in every direction we looked, it was the perfect opportunity to brush up on the rules of the road.
Just in case. Just in case we need a little power to get through. We're not really breaking any speed records here today.
One of the main attractions while sailing in the bay is Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a 22-acre island located 1.5 miles offshore from San Francisco. It was once a fort, a military prison, and a maximum security federal penitentiary operated from 1934 through 1963. During the 29 years it was in use, the penitentiary held some of the most notorious criminals in American history, including gangsters such as Al Capone. The strong currents around the island and cold water temperatures made escape all but impossible. Several attempts were made, but the most famous one was carried by 3 men in 1962. The men were never to be found and believed to have drowned. Shortly after this incident, along with saltwater saturation and inmate operation costs, the facility was closed. Later, in 1969, the island was occupied for 19 months by a group of Native American activists. From far, we were able to see the signs still standing, written by them, "Indians Welcome." Today, the island is managed by the National Park Services and can be reached by ferry in fewer than 15 minutes. We felt privileged to be able to tour the premises of the island from the comfort of our own boat. Definitely a highlight of our first day on the water. Join us on the next episode as we head to Sausalito for the night and sail out of the gate for a proper shakedown cruise. And don't forget, if you like our videos, please like and comment below. We'll see you next week.